Hey, I guess I don't need my glasses here. Not reading. Hi, everybody. I'm Gabby Sundra with For Better Love, and I'm known as the Love Trifecta Coach. I help couples get what they both want by bringing more play, peace, and passion to their relationship. It's Tuesday, and it's time for the new Topic Tuesday, and I'm so excited about it. I've gotten to work with this tool recently. I'll just let you know the new topic. Da 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 da. Drum roll, horns. Wah! Is called Va Vows Visioning. And so this is for creating wedding vows. They don't have to be wedding vows if you're not married or you're not getting married. That's all good too, but your own vows. Maybe you're already married and it's time to renew your vows. Maybe it's not a whole big ceremony, but do you even remember what you promised when you got married? Was it an inherited list of vows? Did you, make it your own? Did you take those vows when you got married and created some structure or game to play to keep them alive? Most couples, when I work with them that are married and I ask them what they promised when they got married, so I know where to hold them to account, not my values, beliefs, or promises, but what did they promise? What did they say was important to them? They often, almost always, will say, I don't remember. Hell if I know. Right? And that's not where we want things to be. Now, if you're not yet married and you're getting married soon and you're looking at creating your wedding vows, what I see most often there is that couples who want to write their own vows, they've got so much to do and so much going on. They either wait to the last minute and then just kind of squeeze it in, or one person's quote unquote better at it or more engaged in it than the other, and it ends up being one-sided. And it's like, yeah, just one person does it. Or sometimes there's a struggle. Both people want to work on it, and there's individual words in your vows or different structures for your vows and things like that people get into a little crunchiness about. So I've created a program that I've been using for a number of years, but I just, for the first time, have put it into a DIY, do-it-yourself version. Of course, there's the full limo ride coaching, as there usually is on all of the programs that I offer, because I love working with people individually. I just don't have as much time, and there is an expense, obviously, involved. So well worth it with all the support and bells and whistles, but just not possible sometimes. So I wanted to make sure that what I'm doing with the Va Vows program, which, by the way, if you want the full limo ride support, is 1,111 right now. And so if you you want to do that though on your own, you can do it DIY style. I have a playbook and a cheat sheet and even a free masterclass that we're going to be doing next week. So on Wednesday, June 1st, save the date, at 5:30 p.m., we will be looking at Va Vows Visioning. And so I'll walk you through how to create wedding vows that not only wow you now, that actually just have you. In fact, one of the weddings that I wrote wedding vows for recently and I got to go to, the whole audience at one vow in particular just went, this longing swoon happened. So when I say vows that wow you now, I mean wowing you and wowing your guests, but it's that feeling of like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. But also that they woo you later so that you set them up, whether it's, I won't go into the structure of how you set them up, but you set them up so that they stay alive and not just like a should and a force and we got to keep those alive. But how do we have fun keeping those promises alive, engaged, and really even redefining them, diving in deeper and deeper year after year? Raj and I have one wedding vow that, we score our wedding vows, how we're doing in each one every anniversary in March. And there's one in particular that we were just getting tens all the time, every year. So we decided, how can we take that 10? Let's recalibrate that. How can we take that to a new level? So for example, one of our wedding vows, that wedding vow in particular, is I promise to be faithful, loyal, and true. And that's pretty baseline for us. We don't have any issues like that. And so we are faithful, loyal, and true to each other. We kept giving ourselves tens, but we decided, let's look a little deeper. Let's look at what is the next level in loyalty and being true to each other. And for example, my beloved Raj loves to make music. He's a business consultant and a mechanical engineer in his background training. Got a master's degree in Cornell from in mechanical engineering, but he really loves personal development, and he really loves, that's what he does in business consulting, culture and personal development and personal games. Just like I do with couples, he does with the companies and individual at companies. But in creating those 90-day games, he creates them with his companies. I create them with my clients. We do them on a personal level. Did I lose my train of thought there? Oh, good old lie, right? The wedding vow. That's what it was. The wedding vow. So being faithful, loyal, and true. And Raj loves to play music is one of those things he loves to do. So I took on really supporting him in taking a class, spending, the money to take a class and get some more training in his singing. We got him a Ableton Live push system so that he could do electronic music. So just looking at how could we really support each other in being more of that wedding vow. So that's keeping the vows alive. For most of you, if we're getting married, you're probably not even thinking about, how am I going to keep those wedding vows alive? That might be something, when you're like 5 years down the road and saying, oh my gosh, how did we get here? I'm ready to pull my hair out or get a divorce or something. We don't want you to, yes, we want you to keep your vows alive, but most people don't think about that. But they are thinking about that special day. And they are thinking about all they have to do for their wedding and how stressful it can be to put on a wedding and all there is to do and all there is to do and all there is to do. So creating this process for Va Vows Visioning is also in place to help you take something that's a high pressure experience and turn it into something that's pleasurable. So, maybe if you're excited to write your vows, but your beloved's a little intimidated, maybe you're both intimidated. I worked with one couple recently, and, some couples are concerned I'm going to write too much and they want to make sure it's them. Totally got that, right? Absolutely. That's why I start with what you want first before I go into doing any wordsmithing of any vows. And then, but the second piece is the pressure of just, when are we going to do it? Is it going to be what we want? If you do it last minute, is it going to be like, is this what I really want? I mean, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, will that still be what you promise and what inspires you? So it's great to take this process that can be high pressure and turn it into a pleasure instead. So as I said, Wednesday, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, we'll be doing the monthly masterclass. I'm doing one free masterclass per month these days, at least for 2022. So catch them live while you can. They might be recorded next year, but catch them live while you can. You can get your questions answered and asked and answered. And if you come live, I'll send you the playbook. If you don't come live, I think I'm going to break that down into something smaller like the cheat sheet. I have the playbook and the slide deck and those ready. You can go ahead and register now, though. Just go to forbetter.love, FORBETTER.LOVE /vows, hyphen visioning. Now, you might be able to just do vows. I just checked that page and it wasn't working, but I know the visioning one is up. So it's vows-visioning, VISIONING. So go check that out and register. If you can't make it live, we'll go ahead and send you the replay, but you'll miss out on the playbook. So try to come live if you can. And again, as I said, you may be married already. I have a couple I'm working with that are renewing their 30-year wedding vows. It's their 30th anniversary, so they're going to renew their vows. They don't remember what they promised. They didn't create it, and they're just in a much different place, so they're creating their vows. And maybe you just know somebody who's getting married. Maybe there is a service you could provide, a gift that you could provide and set someone's marriage up, that they're going to have these wedding vows that they're just delighted by and that really call them into their marriage being more and more of what they want rather than less and less of what they don't want, right? So let's see. Okay, it's 2:12 on Tuesday, not quite 2:22, but almost. If you're not, don't have this on your radar yet, every Tuesday at 2:00 is going to be the new topic Tuesday, and I'll be here for at least 15 minutes. If you're here and have some questions, I'll see when I can stay later, but that's my commitment, is minimum that 15 minutes. And then on Saturdays, go ask Gabby, right? Just come. It doesn't have to be based on the topic or vows. Just come on Saturday and get your questions asked. And if you can't make it live, go ahead and send me a DM and send me those questions beforehand. All right. Okay, so thanks so much for being here, for watching, and for leaning in for loving better in your own way. This is not about loving perfectly. It really is about having a habit for loving better. I like to say, to bring more, that we call it the love trifecta, right? I said I'm Gabby Sundra, known as the Love Trifecta Coach. And that's because I want to help you get more of what you want, you and your beloved get more of what you both want, and create more play, peace, and passion in your marriage, in your lives. Sometimes I say keep it healthy, happy, and hot. I love my alliterations, keeping things memorable and fun. And I'd love to hear more from you. So just let me know how things are going in your relationship. If you already have wedding vows, maybe take your wedding vows through this process. See if there's any edits to them. Do send me your wedding vows. I collect them. I've done 3 sets of wedding vows in the last 5 weeks, and I'm just loving doing it, which is why I'm doing this masterclass, because I really want to get it out to more people that may not be able to afford to have me do it. I love doing the wordsmithing and personalizing the process, taking the stress off of your plates. As I mentioned, I've had, couples before that are so relieved. They're like, wait, you just interview us and then you're going to give us a version of our vows? You just get our top level thoughts and then send us vows and we edit those with you? Wow, what a relief. Other people, they want to be like, well, I'm a writer and I want to do more. So it's accordion style, if you're working with me, that I can do as much for you, or you can do as much as you want in that process. But if you can't make it happen to do the personalized coaching, then for sure, come to the masterclass and get your playbook so that you can walk through the steps one by one and bring a stressful experience into a satisfying experience. Take the pressure off and bring the pleasure in. I'm Gabby Sundra. I'm known as the Love Trifecta Coach because I help couples get more of what they both want and create more play, peace, and passion in their marriage and relationships. Thanks so much. I love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.